On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think we are to get engaged? I think that's part of keeping like a relationship alive. My ex-best friend, yes, my ex-best friend and I. Kevin has a research presentation to give, and usually they're over Zoom, but they suddenly decided that they should all be in person. So I'm gonna drop him off. It's the winter time and we are in Seattle, so it is really cold and really rainy. We pay like $10 for parking and he's only gonna be there for a couple hours, so I just figured I would drop him off. I'm excited to get this presentation over with. Actually, like, surprisingly does not feel that early, and it feels like it's a little brighter and a little warmer. We are officially halfway through Kevin's research year and halfway through his residency. So how do you feel about that?
We're not halfway done with residency, honey.
Are we not?
No.
Oh my god.
At the end of this year.
Oh my god, why is residency so long? I'm having I had a little like celebration by myself the other day. Right?
Okay, what am I?
Just debating just like staying up, but it is still pretty early, so I might just like sleep another ounce in bed until like 7-ish. Come here, little one. Good morning. You're waiting for mommy to tuck you back in bed? Go to bed. Look, he has this mini doll bed. That is a mini version of a human bed. Okay, you ready to be tucked? Ready? 9 a.m. Okay, now we're gonna get up and do our actual morning routine. I have to share this with you guys because this is amazing. This is called diatomaceous earth. The water will absorb right away. I don't even know if you can see the water. If you ever have like a toothbrush holder and it's like moldy and stuff collects at the bottom, get one of these. I'll link this down below. Reality check of the vanity right now. Got a bunch of stuff and then my leftovers from last night. One thing new for this year is doing a little bit of journaling. This is the 5-minute journal. It's the Rach Reflects version. She is the founder of Love Bonito in Singapore. It only takes 5 minutes a day. It's mostly focused on gratitude and reflection. It's scientifically shown to improve your levels of happiness. You guys have seen me take the ritual vitamin since back in 2020 when we first moved to Seattle. More recently, I've actually been using this symbiotic, which actually includes prebiotic, probiotics, and postbiotics because I don't make the rules. I feel like hot girls all have digestive problems. I've talked about this so many times, but I previously had to take like fiber gummies or other things. Now I just take this capsule and it keeps my gut happy, and it kind of has this like minty flavor, so it almost feels like taking a gum. The prebiotic supports the growth of healthy bacteria in your gut. Probiotics are live microorganisms. This can help relieve bloating and gas. And then the postbiotic actually provides fuel to the cells that are making up the gut lining and support the gut barrier function, which, by the way, as you can see, these capsules are delayed release, which means that they don't dissolve in your stomach. They wait until a colon, which is where you're gonna see the most benefits from this. I feel really good knowing that these ingredients are traceable. They're science-backed. It is January and Ritual wants to start you off on the right foot this year. You can get 30% off your first month of Ritual. I'll leave the code on the screen and a link in the description box. We need to go pick up Kevin because he just finished his thing. So I made a TikTok about this, but I have always been Lucky's favorite. More recently, Kevin has been spending a lot more time with Lucky, so Kevin is now Lucky's favorite.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here. Why did you bring this one?
I haven't taken him on his morning walk yet.
Oh my gosh. This is his morning walk?
Yes.
He's not really walking.
He's gonna walk soon. Did you miss me?
Yes. I got you 2 things.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I had some.
Okay, we are going to the gym.
Yes.
It's very cold, as you can see. Kevin's taking a nap. I thought I would give you guys a little life update. Things have been really crazy and I feel like I haven't been able to catch you guys up to speed. My ex-best friend and I, we were best friends throughout like all of college, and her and I ended up having a falling out basically around just over a year after we graduated. And ever since that day, we never talked to each other again. Like, she unfollowed me, I unfollowed her back, you know, it's all like a lot of really petty business, but I think it was something that always kind of weighed in my heart because I had never had a friendship break up in that way. There are friendships that, you know, obviously you just like kind of drift apart or your goals don't align with each other, and that's okay, but I think that one kind of ended up sour. I don't want to get into the specifics out of our privacy, but I think in a lot of ways I was not there for her as a friend, and in the same way she was not there for me when I needed her support. And we were also like a long distance friendship at this point. I'd moved away from LA, so it just made things really, really difficult. In the beginning, when we broke up, so to speak, I felt really like resentful, and I felt angry, and I felt upset. I had apologized so many times in that friendship. Why do I always have to be the one to apologize when I don't feel like I really did anything wrong? And as time went on, I came to a place where I genuinely wish the best for her. The only things I would hear would be through the grapevine. She got engaged a while ago, and something that she and I always talked about when we were in school, to me, like, I had very few friends and she was my best friend, but one thing like I remember we so specifically talked about was that I would love for her to be my maid of honor one day. And for her, she was always like, yes, like we've dreamed about like this like day, not so much about the wedding, but more so about like our friendship and the relationships that we get to celebrate. Right before Christmas, I got an email from her, and it was a save the date. She's getting married, which, I mean, makes sense considering that she got engaged. Wanted to talk things out with me and also invite me and Kevin to the wedding. The end of her email like basically was like, I'm not sure how you'll respond to this or if you'll ever respond to this, but I hope you know that I'm sorry for like, you know, all that happened. And I texted her and I was like, nothing but happy for you. And I told her, like, despite how all of the things went down, what I still remember the most is our fond memories. I remember not having any friends when I first started nursing school, and she's a really good cook. So she packed these chicken katsu curries in these little green containers, and she would bring one for her and one for me. And those moments were so special to me. Like, she was there for me when nobody else was. We actually talked a bit after Christmas and caught up and just talked a little bit about what happened and how things went down. I haven't totally decided if I'm going to the wedding yet. Obviously, many years have passed and things have changed. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you guys ever had a friendship breakup? Has it ever reconciled? Is there anything you regret about the situation or how you handled it? Okay, I just switched my outfit. We're gonna put some makeup on. Kevin and I have date night tonight, and I can't say that we do date night very often. Like, we go out to eat, but it's not like a date. We don't dress up, we don't get ready, and I think part of that is that we're lazy, and part of it is that we don't want to spend like random unnecessary money on excursions. But also, like, I feel like Kevin and I are really privileged to, you know, make a decent amount of money, and the whole point of having money, yes, you should save, but it's also to kind of enjoy these experiences, enjoy life a little bit. And so I am going to be more intentional about planning things for both Kevin and myself. I've kind of like let myself go too once I'm in a relationship. I like don't really dress up, I don't look nice, and I think that's part of keeping like a relationship alive, keeping love alive, you know, and also just like self-love, like loving yourself, I think is more important than anything. One thing I learned the hard way through therapy was that I often blamed people around me, whether it was like my parents, friends, or whatever, for not being proud of me and not being proud of my successes. And my therapist asked me, well, why do you feel that way? Like, do you feel proud of yourself? And when she asked me that, I was taken aback because I think the stem of me feeling like nobody else supported me and supported my accomplishments was actually that I didn't feel proud of myself and the things that I had achieved. So how can I expect it to come from somewhere else if it wasn't even coming from within? This Rare Beauty blush is a godsend. Like, I don't even know how it's so pigmented. Tiny bit of this on my eye, and then I just blend it out with my finger. But it gives this like beautiful brown shimmer without having to do any real work, which is amazing. Love that for me. ColourPop stick, which by the way, ColourPop is in Target now, which is kind of amazing. But let's do eyeliner. We have the Rare Beauty, again, eyeliner. I've used the Kat Von D for years, but this one is so easy to use. This tip is super sharp. I think it looks great. Kevin has a little suit on and I have a cute little dress on. I'm excited!
You know, I've never been to an omakase place.
Well, that is not, well, we haven't done like actual omakase.
Yeah,
We've had
I've
a lot
done,
of like raw fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like 7'4".
Yes, Kevin is 7'4".
7 Asian feet. 7 of my feet. Want to put a ring on it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think we are to get engaged?
Likely? Like when? If the question is when, right? Yeah, if I don't do it right, you'll get angry. No?
What
Yes?
do you mean?
You're like, why is this not playing right? Why are my nails messed up? Why is there no photographer? Why is it dark and cold?
Yeah, don't do it when it's dark and cold.
You're gonna be like, you need to redo it.
I told Kevin, like, they're like, and these are just like casual conversations, but like absolutely no like restaurant. Like, I don't want to be with like a bunch of other people. That's really awkward. No weird public places. Like, I don't want to be proposed to in like Disneyland or something where there's like a bunch of people.
I want Seattle.
I would really not prefer not to be in Seattle. You guys want to see something really ghetto? Look at our oh, I can't really see well with the light.
Yeah, I fixed it.
But there's a massive crack, like someone hit our car with a rock or something on the freeway. So there's like a massive crack and it's been taped up by tape.
No, I put epoxy in it too.
That was the first thing that happened to us in 2023.
It's good luck,
and
right?
Said who? So
Break
now we have to
glass.
spend like roughly $500 to get this thing fixed, and my argument is like, can I not just like drive around with it broken for a little bit? Like, will it shatter is my question. Like, if it was the front, I would for sure get it fixed right away. But I mean, I guess as a driver of the window, it's kind of important. Which, by the way, if you're new here,
on Lake Washington Boulevard.
I named my car Cara first, like K-A-R-A, Cara. And
I'm so smart.
yes, Kevin was like, oh, so you named your car Car A, so I'm gonna name my car Car B. Like, that's why it's Car B, like Kirby,
Guess what
but
the
like
next
Car B.
car is.
Okay, we're about to get sushi.
Pay for parking.
All the cars in that lot looks just so nice, and then we have that tape on our
Nobody can see
window.
it.
Kevin's got the big guns out today.